Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Mitchell Evan Myers, age 82, of Decatur, passed away Sunday. The family will receive friends from 5 to 8 p.m. tomorrow at Coleman Funeral Home. Funeral services for David Lemons, age 66, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Chapel, with interment in Coleman City Cemetery. Visitation will be 6 to 9 p.m. this evening. Moss Service Funeral Home is directing those arrangements. Funeral services for Turner Jacobs, 95, of Coleman, will be today at Coleman Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Frank Wood and Ken Dees will officiate burial in Crossroads Cemetery. Funeral services for Terry Ray Hendricks, age 50, of Coleman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Coleman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Junior Bradwell will officiate interment in Berlin Cemetery. Funeral services for Otis Levon Sweet Sweatman, age 68, will be at 2 p.m. today. At Welcome Baptist Church, the Reverend Kenny Suddeth will officiate burial in the church cemetery. He will lie in state at the church from 1 to 2 p.m. Funeral services for Sarah M. Phillips, age 66, will be at 2 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Chapel. Barry Henderson will officiate, and burial will be in the Coleman City Cemetery. Those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life to somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. It is Wednesday, the 14th of January already.
Just about the middle of the month.
How about
We're getting
that?
there. Yeah.
1 month from Valentine's Day.
That's true. That's true. And I'm sure you're out shopping already, huh?
No.
Right. You'll go on the morning of the 14th to get Kim a present.
See, that's one nice thing about that particular holiday. You can shop the day of.
Well, that's true. Just pick up the phone.
Christmas you got to do ahead of time.
Yeah, I know.
The day before.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the weather for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the almanac for the 14th of January in Coleman, Alabama. The average high, 51. The average low was 32. The record high, 71, back in 1911, maybe that is.
Yeah.
And the record low, 8 above. Yesterday was 8 below, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
7 below, I think. Yeah, whatever.
Just
Anyway.
a couple years ago. Sunset, almost 5 o'clock. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:53. Checking the satellite picture, it doesn't show much winter storm activity unless you look at Nashville. Look at up there, a little bit of snow and ice early this morning in Nashville.
Looks like it.
Here's our forecast for today. We do have a 60% chance of some light rain today, much warmer than yesterday, a high of 43 today. I don't think it got much over 30 yesterday.
Yeah,
And windy.
it was cold yesterday.
Yeah, it was cold yesterday. Overnight low tonight, tonight 34, high tomorrow will be about 42, and then 52 on Friday, 55 on Saturday, 48 Sunday, 54 Monday, and 50 on Tuesday. Get back to more normal temperatures with highs in the 50s and lows in the low 30s, something like that.
Yes.
So there we go, the weather forecast for the middle of January.
I have to tell you this. Derek sent
Okay.
me a photo. He had gone duck hunting in Arkansas over the weekend, and the picture was him lying on the ice.
Lying on the ice.
The pond where the ducks are supposed to be coming down to the pond. Well, nope. And so I think they cut a little hole in the pond enough, and one poor little duck came in. So they did shoot him. They did get the one duck, but my husband said, well, he probably needed to be taken out of the gene pool anyway if he landed. Of course, they have duck decoys and things like that to attract them, but this poor one little lonely duck the whole time they were hunting.
I talked to somebody last week, same thing, had been duck hunting in Arkansas and was talking about chopping the ice to put decoys out, and not a single duck. And I said, do you get the feeling they're smarter than you are?
Yeah.
They're out there where the water is running.
Right. I'm going like, go home, go back to bed, something. Oh my gosh, yes. Don't want to go out there duck hunting when the ice is so thick you can lie on it in the pond.
Well, let's check our Facebook friend. Who's our friend today?
That's Miss Jennifer Jones. Looks like she might be doing a selfie, I guess. I don't know. She likes iCarly and Janet Jackson. I guess that's right. Is that
I think
iCarly?
that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are going to give her a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just remember, you got to come here first to get that certificate. But
okay, who's our guest today?
well, Mr. Lee Johnson and Miss Denise McClendon are here representing the American Red Cross. They are volunteers, and they are looking for more volunteers. Are you interested?
Yes.
Well, we're going to find out how you can volunteer, so we're going to be talking to them today.
Okay, that's coming up right after this.
Let's go! 50 Omaha said hut. Losing feeling in my toes. Nothing beats that new car smell. Chicken parm, you taste so good.
Nationwide is on your side.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
We continue with more of Today on 2. Denise McClendon and Lee Johnson are our guests today, and they are volunteers with the American Red Cross. Denise, you're sort of the, what, unofficial volunteer coordinator?
You can call me almost anything. You know, my title is the Disaster Mental Health Lead for our Mid-Alabama region, but as by default, I live in Coleman, so I spend most of the time in the Coleman office. So I've kind of become unofficially the person to talk to.
Because right now, American Red Cross does not have a paid staff member in the Coleman area, correct?
That is correct. We recently went through a restructuring, so there was 18 county offices, now there's 6. So we're part of the Mid-Alabama chapter, which is located out of Birmingham.
Okay, but that's always been, y'all have always been affiliated with Birmingham, haven't you?
Well, Birmingham's our regional office for the state.
Okay.
And then we've always had a Birmingham office, and most counties still have a satellite office.
Okay.
That's basically what we are. We're the Coleman, and then we help with Winston and Blount County also. But you know.
All right. So, by trade, what is your profession?
I am a licensed social worker with the state of Alabama. Worked about 22 years and just quit working a couple years ago.
Okay, good for you. And so you wanted just a little something to do, and guess what?
Yeah, you know, I had no idea. Actually, I met Lee and one of the other volunteers at the Mud Creek Festival, and just said, you know, I was looking for a volunteer opportunity, and you know, with my skills, it just came a perfect match.
Yeah.
So.
And Lee, I know we were talking about before we went on air, but tell us, how did you get involved with the Red Cross?
Well, back during April the 27th, 2011, when the tornadoes came through town, I got out and went to walking down the road, and I saw some terrific things, and I walked up on the Civic Center, which then Red Cross has established it as a storm shelter, and I just walked in offering them a hand, and they didn't let me go. They kept me around, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah. Now, a lot of what Red Cross does in our area is take care of individuals that have house fires. That's kind of one of the biggies, and some people might not know that. So what exactly do you do for somebody who's had a house fire?
Yeah, and we really did want to bring this up today. This past weekend, the state of Alabama responded to 28 house fires.
Wow.
4 of them were in Coleman County.
Wow.
And the last 7 days, we've responded to 5 because we had one last night at 10:30. We got a phone call.
My goodness.
So we have what's called a disaster action team. So we're on call. We rotate that. And, you know, whenever there's a fire, the dispatch will call us and say, hey, we have a family that can't return to their home, you know, whatever. So we're able to do the immediate emergency needs. So whatever that means. Now, if they have insurance, we do get in touch with the insurance companies. You know, if they can pay for it, you know, we want to protect our donor dollar.
Sure.
But when they can't, you know, we can we can put them in hotels for 2 or 3 days. We can give them enough assistance to get them started. And it's kind of hard, but we work with the local resources to help them. You know, we work with the Dream Center, the Foundry, Caring for Kids, to help meet their needs. But we want to give them enough, and I think the average is about $400 or $500 that we'll give a family, just depending on the needs, for food, you know.
You know, when you've had a house fire, think about it, your toothbrush, your your clothes, everything.
And we give them that, you know, we take comfort kits with toothpastes, toothbrush, you know, just to give them enough to get them started, you know. So, and it's hard because we wish we could do long term, but, you know, we just want to respond to the immediate emergency needs. So,
so you're telling me you don't get much sleep?
Well, I mean, last night I got the phone call at 10:30. Fortunately, I wasn't on call, but, you know, my on-call person calls me because I'm the one who puts it in the computer where we can activate. It's basically a credit card is what we issue for that.
Gotcha.
So, but, you know, we do have a rotating a calendar. We have about 6 people right now, but we're always looking for people who might want to, you know, like to get up in the middle of the night and go to house fire.
I wouldn't tell them that part. I would just say, hey, you know, you want to help and be a good Samaritan? This is what you can do. And then after they're in it, then you say, oh yeah, you might get a
And
call
part
or
of it
two.
is you get the phone calls. You
Yeah,
know,
2
but
a.m.
but you know, I mean, that's what we want to help our community, and you know, that's what, and we have volunteers with awesome hearts, so that's what they want to do. So.
Right. Is there any kind of training that the volunteer receives in order to be a part of this?
Yes, ma'am, and all the training is free. You know, we're like everybody else, but everything's online mostly now, but you go online to apply. redcross.org, thank you.
All right.
And but once they get into the system, you know, they'll come into the office. You know, depending on, and with the Red Cross, it's very unique because there's so many different positions. You know, I'm the mental health person. He's actually logistics is what he's called.
Okay.
Is, you know, making sure there's things where they need to be at the right place.
And I could see where that would be a good job for you. Yeah.
We have shelter managers. We have people who do mass care, which is feeding. So, you know, depending on your interests, we can find you a job in the Red Cross. You know, if you're a computer person, we have IT needs, you know, like everybody else. So, we work with the military, services to armed forces, which a lot of people aren't aware of that.
Right.
I had a call last week. A man needed to get in touch with his grandson. So we were able to make the, you know, right phone calls to get him connected. So we have blood services, volunteers that, you know, help with blood drives. So, you know, if you have any interest in volunteering, we could find a job for you.
As little or as big as you want.
As big as you want. And that's it. I mean, you are a volunteer. And so, you know, it's based on your schedule.
Right.
We can work around that. One of the things I'd like to mention, something that we are working on now due to, you know, we've had this severe cutbacks in paid staff. So we're looking for groups that might want to volunteer as a group, and specifically in the areas of sheltering. So maybe like a church group would say, hey, we want to have a shelter team. Now, it might not be necessarily in their church, but we have, I should know, 7 or 8 shelters that are identified in our community.
Right.
So we would call that church, say, hey, we need your shelter team, you know. So, and unfortunately, we live in Coleman where there's tornadoes and wind events.
Right, and it happens often, doesn't it?
You know, we can just pretty much plan we will have one.
Right.
So if we can call these teams, it frees up our volunteers to do our jobs like logistics and health services and things like that. So.
Right.
But,
so they would coordinate where people stayed and make sure that they had food and water and that sort of thing?
Basically, they would be the shelter workers. You know, we have to have somebody there 24 hours, so, you know, they would help getting cots placed and, you know, blankets, and, you know, we provide everything. It's just they would be the workers.
Right, okay.
So, you know, it's no cost or anything to the group.
Right.
You know?
So this might happen once a year, might happen a couple of times a year.
Maybe, you
something.
know, I mean.
Or it might not happen at all.
Hopefully it will not happen.
Yeah. Last year we had no tornadoes, right? So we didn't really
But yeah, we did have
events.
2 wind events last year, you
Okay,
know, so
yeah.
we were out in the community, you know, which is the other area we're looking for some volunteers to do disaster assessment. A lot of people are not aware the Red Cross does that. So when you see hear numbers that so many homes are damaged, those are usually numbers that are coming from the Red Cross. We work with a local emergency management. We go out and do street sheets, which we walk the streets and write down on paper, you know, how much damage.
Right.
So if we could find like a civic group or church group that might be interested in doing that, you know, we're talking maybe a day or 2, you know, helping with
Sunday
that.
school class or
Sunday
something
school
like
class.
that, yeah.
Any group.
Right. Could be even maybe a young college group or somebody like that that's kind of looking for some additional volunteer work.
And unfortunately, when there are disasters, people tend not to have to work.
Right. Yes.
So you know, the time commitment would, you know, and again, you know, we can work with people's schedules for that. So.
Yeah. So if somebody is interested in volunteering, what do they need to do?
They can just give our local office a call, 256-734-0921.
Okay. And you are now located, you kind of have a new location, so tell us just in case.
We do. We lost our building in April storms. And so we were kind of bopped all over town. Worked with Community Action, and luckily we were able to share space with them. But the local, you might have to tell me what the CCCDD is, Coleman County Center for Developmentally Disabled.
That's correct.
Okay. They were building a new building. And so they had some funding, and they approached us because they wanted to put a safe place in the basement for, you know, even their clients and for the community. So went through a lot of work, but we are designated as a safe room through FEMA. It was built specifically to be a shelter. So we're in the basement. It's called the Beach Center.
Okay.
It's located at 1803 Beach Center, Beach Street thing, I think, Hobby Avenue.
Beach Avenue, yeah.
So, if you come in, we're in the basement, so but we
You
do
have to go around the
offices.
side door, too.
Yeah, a lot of people come up, and we got a new sign,
Okay,
but we are in the basement.
Okay, because I've been there, and it's a very big room, and it looks very secure, and
Yeah. So it's it would be and we try to open it as needed. We work with the EMA, and this past week we were able to open it for the warming center. So we just try to respond to whatever goes on in the community. We try to be there for them. So.
And I suppose donations are always welcome.
Donations are always welcome. That's one thing. Well, you see whenever there's a Hurricane Sandy or, more Oklahoma, we do get funds for that,
Right.
But, locally, we're always trying to do things.
Yeah.
It is, money is an issue for any organization.
It's
so,
a year-round need, not just
so-
when a disaster hits, but it sounds like all year
Yes,
long.
ma'am.
you
I
need it,
mean, so,
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here, and thank you both for volunteering. It sounds like you've put a lot of time and effort into this, and we wouldn't have a Coleman County chapter if you guys weren't here, so thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to share. And one other thing is we're just trying to do some community education. So if somebody was interested in that, we have some classes that we can offer in the community for fire prevention and being prepared for disasters.
Okay.
So
very good.
just want to throw that one out there too, that if a group is interested in learning about that, we can provide the instructors.
Okay, great then. Thank you so much for being here today. Appreciate
thank you.
it. All righty.
Stay tuned. We have more coming up right after this.
There are moments in your life you want to remember forever. Preserve them in stone with the fine jewelry you'll find at Doug Doggett Jewelers in Coleman. Whether you're looking for the finest quality stones, designer jewelry, or a custom piece designed with your moment in mind, our knowledgeable and friendly staff can meet your needs. Selection, quality, expertise. You'll find all of this and more at Doug Doggett Jewelers. For your next unforgettable moment, come to Doug Doggett Jewelers in Coleman.
As soon as you've conquered coq au vin, there's chocolate to souffle. There's baklava to build from scratch, and béarnaise to top epic fillets. There is you and your guts, and heat that you can trust. KitchenAid Even Heat technology gives you incredible control over sautéing, melting, and simmering, and the most even baking across all racks. And when everything you try turns out, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
And we have more of today on too. This part of our show, we have our quiz and we try to give away some prizes. Let's see what we have for prizes for today. We have, courtesy of Hair by Loretta, free wax or men's haircut. And we have the Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue Family Barbecue Pack as a prize for today. And I think we have one more. Yeah, the large 5-topping pizza from Coleman Pizza Hut. Those are the prizes we have. We'll ask you a question about one of these ads. So let's go with our merchant ads for today. Starting with Steel Orchard. And you should check out their baked items. They still have apple pies and apple cakes. Fried apple pies, always available at Steel Orchard.
And Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, featuring that family barbecue pack for just $14.99, includes a pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns. Located right there in the Berlin Quick Stop.
Casa Cafe, where they have specials every day, tacos, tajitas, burritos, and a lot more, with a buffet on Friday and Sunday. They're on Main Avenue.
And Chesley Oaks Golf Course, where they have that 18-hole golf course, full practice facility, beautifully manicured bent greens, and 4 sets of tees to suit golfers of all abilities at Chesley Oaks Golf Course.
And the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen is Birthday Cake Oreo. Whoa.
Sounds good.
2 of my favorites all put together in one blizzard.
And Earl's Body Shop voted best automotive repair in Coleman. Large and small towing available, local or long distance, 24-hour towing available all the time.
Be Fit is a fitness facility right downtown next to Renard's Gallery, and they have a special going on right now in the month of January, $50 per month, no long-term contract.
There's the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have also fitness opportunities. They have the aerobic and cycling classes, indoor leisure pool, whirlpool spa, all those good things to keep you good and fit.
There we go with some of the merchant ads. Question for today: which advertiser is located in the Berlin Quick Stop? Which advertiser is in the Berlin Quick Stop on Highway 278? And we have wax or haircut, men's haircut at Her by Loretta. We have the family barbecue pack from Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue. And we have the large pizza from Coleman Pizza Hut.
Good prices.
256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And we have a caller ready to go. Let's see who's on the line. Hello, who's calling? And from where are you calling? Okay, which advertiser is in the Berlin Quick Stop?
Mad Dog's Mike's Famous Barbecue.
Yes.
You got the whole title right there, too. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue. Beautiful downtown Berlin.
That's right.
Oh, right there at the Quick Stop. Okay, let's look at the rest of our ads right now. Who are we going to start with this time? Should we just make them up as we go along?
We could.
Yeah.
We probably know them by heart.
Yeah, we should. I bet we're having
we should.
computer problems in there.
Probably so.
Okay, well, if we can't get the computer cranked up, okay, here we go. Berkeley Bob's Coffee House and Whole Earth Store, where they have specialty coffees, bulk teas, live music on Fridays and Saturdays, baked goods and smoothies.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage now for over 3 generations. Visit them on the web at night-freeinsurance.com.
Pizza Hut, where they have the all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, and it's just $5.99. Where else can you eat all you can eat for $5.99?
I don't know of any place.
That's at Pizza Hut.
Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and service, and you can count on them today at Mullins Body Shop.
Cotton State Barns, you can buy or rent to own. There's no credit check. You're automatically approved. And of course, they do carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings.
And Deb's Bookstore, where gift certificates are always available. Used books are half price off every day. New books are 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
There's Hair by Loretta, the color specialist, hair care for the entire family. Call Loretta for an appointment, 256-590-6681.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear. It's Coleman's only men's specialty store for suits and sport coats, located right there at 217 Compass Way, next to Doug Dogger Jewelers.
And Philip Hicks is going to be our guest tomorrow.
Oh,
He's going to
okay.
be on the show.
Good.
Grand Point Pharmacy and a coffee shop and gift shop, located on 2nd Avenue, Highway 31 North.
Flavors of the month for January at Frostings are hot chocolate Oreo cheesecake and chocolate birthday cake. But you know they have all kinds of other flavors as well.
Tires for Less, where they do oil changes, minor engine repair. They replace shocks and brakes and do alignments. Open 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. There we go with the ads. We'll come back and talk about birthdays and anniversaries right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Let's look at those community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. County Commissioner, Gary Marchman is doing a community forum on Tuesday, January the 20th at 7 o'clock in the evening at Jones Chapel, the Volunteer Fire Department, and on Thursday, January the 29th at the West Point Town Hall. You could contact Gary Marchman if you need to ask any questions, 256-775-4930. And Coleman County Community Concert presents The Diamonds, their classics 50s rock and roll with modern attitude. That's at the Betty Leith Haynes Theater on Thursday, January 22nd, and that's at 7 o'clock in the evening. Tickets are available at the door. And Smithsonian Traveling Exhibition is going to be at the Evelyn Borough Museum, February the 10th through March the 20th. It's The Way We Worked, and it's a traveling exhibition. Go and see it. And Frederick Arsenault is doing a book signing at the Huddle House in Hanceville on Saturday, February the 21st. Portions of the proceeds go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and so go and support him and buy some of his books. He's a good author, local author. And of course, if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can send it to channel2coleman.com, or you can give us a call, 256-734-7399, or you can like us on Facebook at Channel 2 Coleman. And we have quite a few birthdays to announce today. Let's see, Mike Hayes has birthday, Arnold Contageorge, Jack Peltier, Gray Cummings, and Jack Clay all have birthdays today. And that might be Peltier.
Pelletier.
Pelletier, okay. And of course, they have that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Now let's check the weather forecast, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It will be cloudy today. We have a 60% chance of rain with a high of 43. Overnight low tonight 34. High tomorrow 45. Again with a 60% chance of rain. And that's our program for today, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hope you have a great day.